I always say that flea market vendors, in addition to their many other talents, are historians. They often rescue objects from far-reaching corners of attics, basements, and garages. Then they research the items and often pass along relevant historical information that adds a whole new dimension.
I look for things that immediately captivate me. It's interesting of its period, or it's interesting of its form. I found this a few weeks ago.
This is wonderful.
And
a French Gothic chateau? Is that
right,
what this is?
Right. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, I bet I know what this is. And what it is it's a WPA project, because I've seen them before, and I had dioramas that they had. They had the artists like employed making museum models, making school exhibits.
I thought she would be great framed, this summer New York State piece.
Yeah, this is a 1940s, 1950s vintage New York State tourist brochure.
It's great.
With a bathing suit, probably 1940s or 50s.
Looks like her bathing suit has a built-in bullet bra, so
it does look that way.
Guessing it's late 40s, early 50s.
But there again, it's a great cover.
Imagine this in a frame. It would look good just about anywhere. Not only is it artistically interesting and incredibly well done, it's a piece of our history, and that's why I love ephemera.
I walked away with it and I thought, I'm going to turn it over, I'm going to find the WPA, and it was full of dust and it was filthy. And then I noticed the Pennsylvania Keystone here, and
WPA.
I rubbed it and I said I didn't have to look very far.
The images, the history.
There he is.
Right, exactly.
This guy crossed the Delaware 5 minutes down the river.
Right there. So that's what
Yeah.
The flea market is all about. But also, he has developed a very, very fine sense of community where all the vendors, there are hundreds of vendors here.
Yeah.
And if you look at every booth, there is a certain culture and uniqueness to each one.
It's such a great snapshot of history and the way people lived.
All vintage color photographs.
They're amazing.
And that's one of the many reasons why I love flea markets. There's a great opportunity to learn. If you want to know about a time in history, look at the objects that were created during that time. Look at the way those things were used. I'm also interested in those that actually created those items, and those that owned them too. The bottom line is that when you go to a flea market, you can learn from the things that you find there. It's sort of like the vendors are teachers and the items are your textbooks.